With more kids heading back to school in person, the school buses that get them there need to be safe and sanitized. Huntsville City Schools took some steps today to make sure that's the case. Tonight, the Board of Education passed the purchase of a bus cleaning contract with Apple Bus Company. The buses are expected to be cleaned with a cleaner called Simply Green D Pro 5 at the end of each school day, and the company will fog the buses every 2 weeks.
All interior high-touch surfaces will be cleaned between all transports of students who ride the bus during the school day. The periodic cleaning will be performed bi-weekly, fogging it with a cleaner called G-Clean, a self-sanitizing chemical that lasts up to 30 days.
The cleanings will cost the district about just over $2,800 per school day.